Hello family, welcome back again to our channel. In this tutorial we're going to be making this simple beautiful flare shot. You can make this in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and this tutorial is very beginner friendly, so let's get right into it. For the making of this shirt, I'm going to be using an Ankara print. I have here a yard and 10 inch. That is just what I'm going to be using. At the point where you measure your yard, as you see me point out, just fold this in a V shape. Just like see, just take your time and fold this in a V shape. By the time you're done folding that side, the V shape will come in 3 parts: at the down part, at the center part, and also at the top. So we are going to start taking our measurements from this particular top part to mark out our front pattern. So you're going to divide your waist into 4 and adding your allowance that you want to use. For mine, I got 7 inch, so I marked my waist divided by 4 is 6, plus I added just 1 inch allowance, making it 7, and I marked. So after doing that, you're going to mark in your crouch length. For mine turned out to be 10, so I'll just, for my waistline, I'll mark in my crouch length, which is 10, as you see me doing. So after marking that 10 inch, for my crouch extension for the front, I'll be going in by 1.5. I'll be going in by 1.5, so I just mark the 1.5 and take the line straight up to our waistline, as you see me doing. Just replicate the same thing for yours. So after doing that, you want to go in to give it a high of crouch curve. You just use your free hand to curve in a little bit, as you see me doing. Just curve it a little bit, as you see me doing. So from there, I want to take in the full length of this short. So this short will be having a 2 inch band, so I minus 2 inch while I wanted to take in the full length of this short. I want this short to be 17 inch by the time I'm done sewing it, so I marked 18, 1 inch for folding allowance. So you just go ahead to mark that particular length you want all through, as you see me doing, and just use your free hand to connect. So after connecting, you just go ahead to cut across the lines where you've drawn your chalk, across the lines where you've marked, as you see me doing. Just carefully cut lines where we've marked before. Just take your time and cut this out carefully. So at the second top part at our fabric, when we were folding second top part at that V shape, you're going to be taking your front pattern and place it on top of that part to cut out the back. So I've gone ahead to place my front on top of it, and I'll just draw across my crush line, as you see, for the back, where will be serving as my back crush line. At the waist back part of your back, you go up by 1.5. This will aid for our bum to sit very well at the back. And at the crouch extension for the back, I extended mine by 3.5. and after doing that, you go up from your crouch extension line by 2 inch and also go in by 2 inch, and at the top part you're going to be going in by just 1. So from that particular 1.5 place where you've marked before, you go out by 1 inch, connect it to the 2 inch point you had before, and just slant it into your crouch part, as you see me doing. So from that 1.5, you just slant it into your waistline to the other side, as you've seen me doing. Just slant it to the waist side, and for the down part, you'll be going in by 3 inch. There I went in by 3 inch, and I'll slant it to our crotch, just as you see me doing. After doing that, I'll just take my free hand and mark in the length of the back, as you've seen me doing. So you just go ahead and do this for yours. This is very simple. You just go ahead and replicate this for yours. So after doing that, you just go ahead and cut at the lines where you've drawn. So if you've been watching this tutorial right from the beginning, please do well to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell to be notified whenever we upload a new video. So So yeah, after cutting out our short, we want to go ahead to cut in our band. Remember I said I'll be inputting a 2-inch band for our waist, so I've just gone ahead to cut this in. I cut this in 2.5. 0.5 will be used as a stitching allowance to it, and 2-inch will be used as for the initial waist. So just go ahead to cut out the front, because the band of the front will be different from the band of the back. So I'll just go ahead and divide my waist by 2, because this actually turns out to be 2 sides. I'll divide my waist by 2 for the front and add also the allowance I added while cutting to that band as well. So for the back will come out in 2 parts, because I'll be inputting a zipper at the back. So for the back, I'll be sharing my waist by 4 and cut out the band in 2 parts as you see me doing. So you just go ahead and do the same for yours. So after doing that, you want to go ahead to cut in your pockets. I've gone ahead to cut out these 2 pieces. Is actually in a fold, and for the length turned out to be 8 inch, and for the width we had 6.5. this is actually in a fold, so you just go ahead to replicate the same for yours. So after doing that, you want to go into start stitching. You take 1 piece of your front piece as you see me doing, and also take 1 piece of your back. Make sure that the pieces you're taking, they each will be facing right side, will be facing each other, and the back also will be facing each other. So yeah, this is what it's going to be looking like by the time you're done doing that. My fabric is very similar to each other, so I had to mark to differentiate. So yeah, you bring in your front first for us to input our pocket. Bring in your front pant piece first, one of it. Bring out your pocket and put your pocket right side facing each other on top of it. Then put it below 1 inch. You won't start stitching the pocket from the top of our waistline. You put it below 1 inch and go ahead and stitch at the sides with 0.5. So after stitching one side of our pocket on the front side, this is what it's looking like. So you're going to bring in your back part, the side that you know that right side will be facing each other at the front, at the back, and also attach your pockets just the same way you did in the front. You're just going to go ahead to attach your pocket 1 inch below the waistline. At the back also, you just go in and stitch. So after stitching, this is what the 2 is looking like. This is what the 2 pieces look like. So at the center of the pocket, you're just going to fold in from the center of the pocket as you see me doing. Just gather it and fold it, and by the time you flip this, it will be on the wrong side of your fabric. So after doing that, you're just going to go ahead to start stitching from your waistline by 0.5. For mine, remember I added just 1 inch allowance for mine at the waist side. So when I'll be joining at the crotch part, I'll be using 0.5, and also at the side of the waist, I'm going to be using 0.5 all through. So just go ahead and stitch all through at the sides of the pocket, right also to the down part of this particular flare pant. So after doing that, we've gone ahead to stitch. This is what it's looking like. This is how neat our pocket is looking like. This is what the pant is basically looking like at this point. So you go ahead to fold in the down part. You go ahead to fold in your down part. Remember, I left 1 inch for my folding at the down part, so I'm just going to carefully go to my sewing machine and fold as you see me doing. So after folding in, this is how neat it came out. This is how beautiful our pants is turning out to be. So after folding in, at the crouch part, at this particular part where I'm going to fold, I'm going to stitch here also by 0.5. I'm going to be stitching downwards by 0.5 as you see me illustrating. So after stitching, this is what it's looking like. So for everything I've been doing for that one part, I've also been doing for the other part of the pant. So I've gone ahead to bring in the other pant, turn it to the front, and at that crouch point, I'll just take the 2 and kiss it together at that center point there. Just make sure that each of them, they are meeting each other, like the actual place where you join that down part, each of them are meeting each other. So I'm just going to stitch, and for the back, when I'll be stitching the back, I'll take my tape and measure for my crotch parts. I'll just measure 6 inch and I'll stop stitching at that 6 inch and leave the top part of the back open because I'll be inputting a zipper to it. So just go ahead and mark there and mark where I'm going to stop stitching. as you see me doing. That is actually for the back part. I'm going to stop stitching there and leave the top part of the back open, while for the front I'm going to be stitching 1/2 inch around the front. So I've gone ahead to stitch as you see me doing. As you can see what I've done for the front, and this is the back. That is what I actually meant by leaving it open, so we can be able to attach our zip at that point. So after doing that, we want to go ahead to impute our band to it. So I've brought out the band for the front, as you can see, and also these are the bands for the back. I'm just going to attach them to it. So after doing that, I've gone ahead to fix the band, as you can see. So I just want to lock up the sides of the band. I'm just going to take in my tape and measure my actual waist measurement and just mark and know where I'm going to be stitching from. Initially I already know that I left just 0.5 inch, but I just wanted to be sure that I'm going to be stitching out by 0.5. So if you've been watching this tutorial right up to this point, please do well to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to be notified whenever we upload a new video. So you're just going to mark in your waist measurement. Just measure your waist measurement and mark. So after doing that, you're just going to your sewing machine and stitch. So yeah, I've gone ahead to stitch in, and this is how neat it's looking like. This is how neat our short is turning out to be. So you want to go ahead to attach your zipper to it, or be using an invisible zipper for this. So you just go ahead and attach your zipper to the back, and by the time I was done, this is how sealed. You won't even see that I imputed a zipper to it. It's very sealed. So after doing that, this is basically all for our short. You just go ahead and give your short a good press, and basically you are done. Our pocket is very neat and everything is very good. This is just how simple and very basic and very beautiful our shorts can be. And yeah, we are basically done. These shorts can be worn for casual outings, brunch, vacations, resort wear, just depending on how you style it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Do well to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell to be notified whenever we upload a new video. So thank you for watching.